Every aquascape begins the same way with nothing. Before design, before plans, there is emptiness. I always start with wood, not to decorate but to listen. Every piece already has a direction, a natural tension. Here, my role is simple, not interrupting it. I laid out all the wood on the floor, not to use everything but to see what felt right. Choosing is a part of this process. I start with more than I need and I use less. Every piece looks interesting on its own, but not every piece belongs here. Before placing anything in the tank, I spend time choosing what not to use. The stage is not about adding, it's about letting go. I do start reading the flow of the wood. Every piece moves somewhere, shows something, upward, forward, or away. I don't force alignment. I follow the natural pull and place each piece where it wants to continue. When the flow feels right, you stop adjusting. In aquascaping, we often ask what to add, but sometimes the better question is what can we leave untouched? Because emptiness is not absence, it is presence given room to exist. What supports the layout is rarely noticed. The foundation stays hidden, but it decides everything above it. I start with pumice stones. It keeps the base light and allows water and air to move freely. Before adding soil, I add beneficial bacteria and mineral supplements. These supports root health and help the tank stabilize faster. Also, I used ADA nutrient sticks, just enough for the plants to establish. Here, I add a small amount of old used soil. It helps to reduce new soil usage, nothing wasted. On top of that, I add 2 bags of ADA aqua soil. This gives enough depth for planting and long-term nutrition. This part needs patience. It's tempting to build height everywhere. But negative space is not leftover space. It's planned just as intentionally as the filled areas. Once the soil is in, I start leveling it gently. A brush for control to keep the surface even. I fill the gaps between wood and stone so nothing shifts later. Small tools, small moments, this is where everything settles. Leveling is not about only the perfection, it helps the layout stays clean. Before filling this tank, I always moisten the soil. Moist soil grips itself. It holds the foundation together and avoids rollover when the tank is filled. Slowing this step down prevents rushing later. The tank is filled, but it's not finished. This is just the beginning.